Hey, what is up, guys? It's Chatty, and welcome to a brand new video and possibly a brand new series with me, Chatty26, and my friend Firestriker26. Today we are joined with gamer Maniac and today's rant is going to be about the YouTube demonetizing and all this stuff going on. Basically.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I just had a little derp moment. I did like a peace sign, but I remember no one could see that.
I was gonna do a face cam for this video, but then I remembered, oh yeah, I don't want to show my face, and two, my webcam is horrible since it's a built-in camera.
Yeah.
So, hello, Brad.
I don't even talk in my videos, so...
Yeah, no, you really
I don't even talk in my videos, so nobody even knows my voice.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you do talk. In your old videos, you talked, so... I mean...
Well,
but,
yeah, but those videos were crap.
Either way, welcome, Mr. Gamer Maniac, and...
Aside to your new videos?
Well, yeah, his new videos, he doesn't talk.
No. No, I mean like the crap part.
My older videos were crap,
His
okay?
older videos were crap, but now he's doing like Overwatch and actually good quality stuff.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Alright.
So, either way, welcome, Mr. Gamer Maniac, to today's rant.
Happy to be here.
Alright. And if you guys want to check out his channel will be down in the description below. Firestrikers will be down in the description below as well, but he doesn't upload videos yet.
I could be like the Myth Zan. Like
He doesn't yeah, he'll upload videos when he wants.
like
Time will tell.
I'll give like everyone like, oh hey, I'm gonna upload then I just won't I'll just never do it until like a couple years down the
A
line.
couple years later, he'll finally upload his first video and explode. He'll be the next.
Sounds about
Yeah,
right.
probably not.
He'll be the
but
next
okay.
PewDiePie.
Yeah, no, probably not. But alright.
Either way, today's rant is the YouTube stuff that's been going on recently. As I said before, so I mean, me and Firestriker had this a heated debate about this last night, and we were just like, this would be perfect for a video and possibly a series. So yeah, let's just do this tomorrow night and record it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There were like actual like screaming contests.
Yeah, that was it was very heated debate. It was a very heated debate.
No, yeah.
Well, knowing you two, of course it would.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's going on? What's going on with this? Basically, if you don't know what's been going on, YouTubers have been getting demonetized a lot more than they had been before. Now, this has been a rule that has been in place since June of 2015. They have been demonetizing people's videos, but not a lot of videos have been demonetized. But now they're finally starting to, tell us that they're being demonetized, and they can no longer make money on this, from ads at least. So,
Right.
that's basically a little tiny recap of what's been going on with YouTube and other YouTubers. And just to say, a lot of YouTubers have been affected by this. So yeah.
Yeah. A lot of YouTubers have made videos on this, like,
John Scares.
yeah, Scares made one. Let me think.
Leafy.
Definitely
Franco.
Philip DeFranco. Yeah,
A lot of these guys. A lot of these big guys.
I think Philip DeFranco was probably the first guy who, like,
Got hit.
started the content.
Yeah,
But, like, one thing that people have to realize is that, like, the title of Philip DeFranco's video is very misleading. Because it says, YouTube is shutting down my channel and I don't know what to do.
It's one of those kind of clickbait titles,
It kind of is. Like, full respect to Philip DeFranco, but that was kind of a clickbait title.
It is. Yeah, it's kind of a clickbait title.
Anyway, he doesn't mention that his channel is being shut down. He doesn't say that at all. He just says he's getting these, like, alerts that his videos are being demonetized and he's not. And I guess in a way that can kind of lead someone to think that these videos, like, they're starting to slowly shut down his channel. Like, I can see how you could get that, but in all honesty, it doesn't seem that way.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah, I can see where you're getting this because, I mean, YouTube's not going to shut down a channel for people swearing. Like, I can tell you, like, Philip DeFranco has tweeted this out. Well, it looks like I'm going to be hit by a lot. My videos are going to be demonetized. Well, I'm not censoring myself. No one's going to censor themselves. Unless they want to censor themselves so they can actually get the ad money, no one's going to censor themselves. And I can see this. Like, because you're not going to be taken down from it. You're just going to make less money because you can't use ads.
And no one actually knows if people are going to make less money.
Yeah.
This is actually a thing because YouTubers, this has been happening, again, June 2015.
For about
so we don't
a year.
know how well they were, but they never really told anyone. So we don't know how well they were enforcing it. We don't know how much money people were losing. Like, you go back, like, and look at someone like, I don't know how many people talked about their income at that point, but if you go back to June of 2015, there were probably some people, like, if you talk to some of the YouTubers that saw their profits decline, like, go down a little bit, but they've been able to, but up until now, they haven't known why, and now they do.
And yeah, they probably thought, oh, maybe my views are just a bit lower than what I've been normally getting, so I'm getting less money from that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah.
This was like, that was the new policy, or new at that time.
Yeah.
Like,
now, one thing I want to say, I mean, the policy and how they're really starting to enforce it as much now, really what I think they should be doing is they should not be taking down and, like, demonetizing old videos before this rule was in place. Because, and honestly, I mean, those videos aren't even going to be watched as much.
Yeah.
And these
some
videos
people
are, not helping them as much as they were before.
And some people didn't know about some people didn't know about the policy when it first came out.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of YouTubers, like, this wouldn't catch everyone off guard if people knew about it.
Yeah. I mean, here's a perfect example I want to say quickly. Boogie2988 actually had a few videos where he talked about suicide and suicide prevention, his own thoughts of killing himself, and all the stuff that he did from around 2012, 2013, maybe. I think one in 2014, where they've all been demonetized. I mean, and this is coming from him. This shows that YouTube, this is not a thing for YouTube. Like, I mean, there's another person who talked about, like, survivors of rape and how, like, to prevent rape and stuff, and those videos were demonetized. Like, YouTube's making this a clear fact that these are not things they want on YouTube. And, like, and then there's me sitting here just, like, and this is also with the other rule that you can't talk about, like, current events, like, what's going on around in the world, even though everyone's gonna know this, and this is just a place that everyone can go speak their mind. Like, I want to know what happened to the YouTube where I could speak my mind, and I could say almost anything, but, within the rules. I want to know what happened to that YouTube, because, I mean, now it's just YouTube, like, what happened to, my freedom of speech that I can say,
Right. And I get that, but it's the companies that advertise. Like, YouTube, they haven't verbally said that they don't want this content on YouTube. They haven't said that. I don't think they will say that, because I do think they enjoy having some of this content on YouTube. Like, enjoy, like, having people,
looking out for other people,
trying to help get this conversation rolling.
Yep, doing anything in their power that they can. Obviously they can't be there 24/7 to just protect someone from rape or suicide.
Right, yeah.
So,
that's
just
the get that word out there.
And that's the best they can do, and I can see that.
Yeah, but the advertisers, the companies, they don't want that associated with their product or their service. So they're going to say to YouTube, hey, I don't want my ad on this video. So YouTube, like, basically, when it comes right down to it, almost takes orders from those companies.
True, this is
true. Because those companies are their main source of income.
YouTube wants to keep these ad deals. They need money to keep going. And, if these ad companies are saying, no, we don't want these on those videos, they're going to start losing money from these ad companies. Now, there's this one thing that I don't understand, though. Why is it that YouTubers can't swear in videos, but the advertisements can?
Yeah, that makes zero sense at all.
It really doesn't make any sense.
That's probably not the companies that are saying to the YouTubers or YouTube, hey, I don't want my ad on this video. They're not going to care. Like, if their video is targeted, like, that their ads is targeted to, like, 20-somethings, they're not going to care if they're ads on it. So I think their demonetizing policy could use some tweaking to, like, remove the ads from the companies that don't want their video associated with it.
Yeah.
But they could use, like, they could keep the old ones on there and still give the YouTubers some revenue.
Yeah. And
like I am not defending YouTube keeping this revenue from their YouTubers. That is not okay.
Yeah, because you know, some of these people, this is their full-time job, and you know, some people
and for the most part,
like some people can have 2 million subscribers and they'll barely even get through a month with paying taxes and stuff like this and paying like bills. Like they'll barely even get through a month. Like, and now that they're going to be making possibly less money because of advertisement deals, you know, and demonetization, they, you know, who knows if they'll even, you know, be able to go.
But a lot of these, YouTubers have prepared themselves.
Yes.
They know, because if they make YouTube their full-time job, they have to be dedicated to it.
They have to be prepared for anything that comes at them.
Philip DeFranco said himself, hey, YouTube has become my home, but I came from a broken one, so I know how to prepare myself for any situation where that home would turn on me. Because, like, I told Chad before this call, it's basically the equivalent of, like, fame. You can get, like, people, like, in the spotlight, any mistake they make is going to be extremely over-exaggerated and could kill their career.
Pretty much. Now, I mean, there's this one thing, Keemstar, which, I mean, if you know me, I don't like Keemstar, but he did say this, you know, sometimes life just puts shit right in front of you, you know? And some people would stop there and say, oh, what do I do now? Some people would turn back and go away. Like, YouTubers, like, some YouTubers have quit. Some YouTubers have quit and are saying, well, you know, what's the point of doing this? Those are the people that turn around and walk away. Some people that just sit there and just don't know what to do, those, you know, who knows, probably the medium-sized YouTubers. And then he said this, go around. Find your way around it and then go. You know? Find your way around life. And life can throw shit at you, but you just need to go around that and go. Keep going. And that's what many YouTubers, big YouTubers, I guarantee are going to start doing. They're going to find their way around and then keep going like nothing ever happened.
Right, and that's the only reason that I respect Keemstar at all, because, like, I personally, I don't like it. I don't like him.
No, I don't like him as a person. I don't like his content. But,
I don't.
You know?
And he just doesn't do research. Like, Drama Alert, I think it's a good idea.
Yes, but, you know, drama channels, perfect idea. You know, I don't have time to go watch every single person. So, like, Scares and Drama Alert, thank you.
Yeah, but he doesn't do it. Like,
he's not the one researching. He has a crew that researches for him, and his crew isn't, like, the best at researching. I can say that now.
Yeah.
Who knows if they'll be better? Who knows?
Respect him in one way, and is the fact that throughout, like, Leafy, through Grade, through Pyro, through pretty much anyone that's attacked him, he's here.
He's like a cockroach.
Well, in that sense, yeah, but in this case, you gotta respect cockroach.
Yeah, you gotta respect this cockroach for like what he just said.
A nuke, and they're still alive.
It's not about the cockroach.
You gotta respect the cockroach.
Respect the gnome, David.
What?
Respect the gnome. Yeah.
No, so, but it's respect.
Yeah.
I respect how he's still here.
I respect how he's gone through so much shit.
Right.
I mean, like, and he's just still here, just like, yeah, you're not. I'm not going away. I'm gonna do what I like doing. You know, I respect that. If you can do that as a YouTuber, I respect that so much. Like, this is the reason why I'm still doing YouTube. Like, I've gotten shit on me so many times. You think I care? No, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not a dude out here for money and shit. I know this isn't going to be my career. I could honestly not care if this is my career. I'm just doing this for fun.
Yeah. And basically, what Keem said is basically what the big YouTubers are doing. Like
They're finding their
a
way
lot of the
around.
biggest guys on this website aren't even talking about it.
Yeah.
Like
Besides Philip DeFranco, like
the biggest guy was probably Philip DeFranco. Next down, Leafy. Probably after that would be Captain Sparkles. Pretty much down the list from there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there have been people talking about this. Yes, it's been a top trending conversation, which I don't agree with. That's another thing. I don't agree with the
I don't agree with the
YouTube
hashtag
party
that
is
came
over.
out. YouTube is not over. YouTube is only over if they completely fuck up something or all the YouTubers quit. And I don't see all YouTubers quitting. I see them going. Now,
because like honestly, we talked about this yesterday. YouTubers can get another job.
Yeah,
they can, but they don't want another job.
They are more than overqualified to go get another job. Probably in technical field, if you're a gaming YouTuber, if you're if you're like an animation YouTuber and stuff like that, you can go into like an animating job. You know, something with like this.
They don't want a job. They don't want another job.
They want to do this, and this is why they care.
Yeah. So if like unless YouTube goes out of business, they're gonna be here.
Yeah. No.
And I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. Like Captain Sparkles even talked about in his video about this, like a couple years ago, where you're a manager or like an associate. I don't remember exactly what it was. That almost ended gaming YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like that almost ended that, but now they're the most popular thing.
They are. They really are. Now, I want to say, from Scarce's video, he, yesterday, as you've seen this 2 days ago, he said, he named off a big list of how many YouTubers were affected by this, and I just want to say 19 people, he said, were affected by this. Now that's pretty big, especially being that the 19 people that he mentioned are pretty big YouTubers. So that's pretty fucking big, you know?
Yeah.
So
but
in
comparison to the whole of YouTube, that's not as big.
Obviously no. A lot of people can. There's a lot of people out on this website. There's a lot of people out on YouTube, but just 19 and these 19 people being pretty freaking big. That's actually really big. That gets people's attention. Like, wow, holy shit.
Like, I've seen a couple of videos on this, and a couple people that are very worried, and they should be. Like, this is something new. This is something that they've never really seen before.
Change is definitely different. Change is hard to get around.
Yeah, but one thing that comfort everybody, did the research on how long this has been around, and just kind of think, well, like, basically, like I said earlier, they didn't know that these videos were being monetized before, but they still managed without that revenue that they were getting. And I think what's happening right now is how it looks like more and more videos are being flagged or demonetized because of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's
that these videos were flagged.
Yeah,
that these videos are.
These videos are not ad friendly.
Ad friendly,
no,
yeah.
Not, like some
like
people,
they're telling you every single video.
Like some people are saying YouTube had a good run. Like even I said this. Even I said YouTube had a good run. Even I said, you know, why is YouTube starting to care now? But you know, this was before I even had a little bit more information on it. And now that I have a lot more information on it, I can say, you know, I see where they're coming from. I can see why they're starting to, you know, focus on this now. But one thing, YouTube, you really need to get, like, a better, so people, like, better understand what your rules are. Like, three of your terms of service rules are so vague. Like, you can't show, you can't show anything violent or stuff like that. Like, okay, so can we not do gaming stuff anymore? Because violence is in games, so
that,
you know, that's kind of freaking vague to me. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of vague.
That's
Like,
pretty vague.
I'm not totally defending the new policy at all. I'm not defending the demonetization policy. Like, I'm not defending all of it. I am saying though that it's probably the only thing that YouTube could do to keep their ad deals and keep their YouTubers.
Yep.
Because
And
like with this demonetization policy, they don't take these videos down. They are able to remove those ads and let the YouTubers keep doing what they want to do, because they realize that their top YouTubers, they swear.
yeah, no.
They
Top
play violent
YouTubers
games.
swear. PewDiePie, he swears. He plays violent games. Vanos Gaming,
Jacksepticeye,
Vanos, Jack, they all swear and they play.
Markiplier.
Yeah, I mean, like, all of these guys, Smosh, they have so many different channels where they swear on like all of them.
Yeah.
So like there are some huge YouTubers out there that constantly swear. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Guys, Minecraft.
Like, name
recently got
name
dropped.
anyone from the side.
There's actually one thing. Sky's Minecraft. He was a kid-friendly YouTuber for most of his time now, but he recently changed back to being his old swearing self.
but he
Right,
did
so
change.
now he changed
right
back to kid-friendly.
He did change right back then, like probably a week later.
Yeah, but that was-
like, he
but
has a-
his-
where he
his-
swears a whole lot.
He
Yeah,
does.
like,
He has
have
Office
Sky
Antics.
versus-
He has Sky versus Gaming. He has
those channels. Those is his
Yeah.
swearing channels. That's where people can. That's where they can be really themselves. You know.
yeah.
And
Pretty much.
like honestly, I love seeing those. I love seeing like the real you. I don't like seeing someone that has to force themselves not to swear. You know.
Right, and YouTube gets that, and they want to keep people doing that, and they realize that people need money. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I hate
No. Yeah.
how much money do you make on to a YouTuber? Because he honestly, he doesn't know. He or she does not know, like, solidly how much they're gonna make per month.
Yeah, and so you can't say, "Oh, you're only doing it for the money." You can't say that. Because
because
no
a lot
shit,
of
they're
YouTubers-
doing it for the money. But if they were doing it for just the money, they wouldn't be giving you like 2 videos a day. How many videos a week? They wouldn't be giving you some good content. They'd be giving you out some shit content that you watch anyways, or they'll be doing some clickbait title shit and thumbnail shit. They don't care. They just want money. You know, that's what people like that just want the money would do.
Yeah, and there
right?
are people out there like that.
And there are people, but I know the one thing, like, I do say, like, clickbait and stuff, but I know Lance Stewart, he is a vlogger on YouTube. He clickbaits and has a whole bunch of clickbait stuff, but he
Right.
does solely do it to entertain everyone.
Yeah.
Entertaining
Like-
everyone is his thing. He doesn't care if he's famous or is rich. Like, he just wants to entertain people, but honestly, I feel like he could do it without clickbaiting, you know?
Yeah. And, like, number one on almost every YouTuber's list is their fans, because, like, the people that subscribe to you and constantly watch your video are definitely the ones that appreciate. You appreciate a whole lot.
Yeah.
And, like, because that's what gives you your money. That's what gives you your income.
Yeah.
They can't survive off of getting no income.
If they didn't get paid, they wouldn't be doing what they do now.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Because, like, people that ask, hey, how much money do you make? You're never going to be happy with the answer.
No.
It's either going to be too much for you or way too less for you.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Like, if you go and ask PewDiePie, hey, how much money do you make? You're not going
to like the answer.
You're not going to like the answer at all.
No. And then everyone, oh, hey, PewDiePie is only in it for the money. Oh, hey, Jacksepticeye is only in it for the money. Oh, hey, Markiplier is only in it for the money.
But you
Hey,
know it's a
Smosh is only in it for the
it's
money.
like, and you know this is a goddamn lie. Like, of course they're not in it for the money. There are some blatant YouTubers out there that do it just for the money. And honestly, it sickens me that they're even big on YouTube. Like, I hate it. I hate when I see, like, those people that are only in it for the money, and they're just like, yeah, so what?
But
I don't
yeah,
care.
the YouTube, like, and YouTube gets that YouTubers need to make money.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be, like, have leeway to a point. Chad was telling me about this guy who got 95 out of 100 of his videos.
Demonetized.
Like, he had 100 videos, 95 of them.
95 of them
Still,
demonetized. So
like,
this dude
that is
could
bad,
possibly
but
be
we don't
starving.
know. Like, well, yeah, but like it
But
wasn't.
then again, we
like,
don't even
we
know
don't
how
know.
many views he gets, how much money he makes, or anything. We don't
Or
know
even if he
this.
does this full time.
Yeah, true. We don't even know.
Yeah,
Because if you were
but-
doing this full time, I bet you have a lot more than 100 videos.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
but
almost
even
at a,
even so, like
I
we
think
don't
I'm like
know
more than halfway
how
away from
long
100.
of a process this was, because this policy's been around since June of 2015.
Like, I
We
want to say
don't know
this.
how many.
Like, he
This
might
guy
not,
obviously hasn't
he's
done.
probably not doing it full time because, like, he has 100 videos. I have like 60 something. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
even doing this full time. If I never deleted any of my videos or had any of my videos deleted by whatever happened, who knows how many videos I'd be up to.
Yeah,
Who knows?
but
And I'm not even doing this full time. Like, during the summer, this is a perfect example. I barely even uploaded. I uploaded every 2 weeks unless it was a recorded Rant UHC.
yeah, and basically, like YouTube, we don't know how many times how long ago they flagged this. Like, they're telling them about it now, but we don't know how long ago they flagged this. This was never told you before. They might have. They just figured you read the terms of service, but obviously, like, it's the I agree to the terms of service tab that everyone clicks every
No, yeah,
time.
no one reads it.
Because no one's going to take time to read it.
No,
But
no one's
now
gonna read it.
YouTube
But now,
is going to.
yeah, now
YouTube's
people,
realizing this,
yeah,
and they're going to just say,
you
tell
know,
you.
they're gonna punish
hey,
you now.
Well, no.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
they've
they're kind of
probably
punishing.
been doing it before.
Well, yeah, they're punishing.
They've
because
almost
people-
definitely been doing it before.
And no matter what, they're gonna be punishing someone, but not because they didn't read it. It's because they didn't read it and they're doing stuff against the term of service. So basically, they're punishing them for that
Yeah, but-
reason.
Now,
But they're not.
they realize that
but,
enough
you know,
people are doing it, so like they are doing it, so they have to tell people. And like YouTube is not trying to get rid of vulgar language. They're not trying to get rid of like, they're not trying to get rid of like CS:GO or any of
Every
the
single
YouTubers.
person on this YouTube site has sworn once in their life or many
yeah, no.
times. No, every
I mean-
single person. You can't go out there and say, "Yeah, I've never sworn once." That's a goddamn lie. You need to shut up.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Yeah, they like the difference between someone who like swears a lot and someone who swears maybe once in their entire YouTube career is the fact that they're censoring in there.
Yep.
And they're sometimes censoring in other videos too. Like, basically, what... Basically, YouTube is not going to get rid of vulgar language. They're not going to get rid of violent content. Like, they don't want, like, just people... They don't want to lose their ad deals.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, they don't want to.
They don't
want to
lose their people.
Because
they don't want to lose their ad
lose
deals.
their ad deals, they lose the money that they use for the site to keep the site running. And if they lose the money for the site, people are going to start losing their jobs. And
Yeah, and if they lose their
definitely
YouTubers,
lose their money.
they lose their ad deals because there's no YouTubers to run the ads.
And if they lose the YouTubers, they're going to use their ad deals and they're going to lose money. And then all the YouTubers that wanted to start trying are now going to be gone because the site can't stay up. You know,
Yeah.
YouTube needs these
So
ad deals.
basically, this was the only bridge.
Yeah.
Like, other people were saying, oh, you could have just left it the way it was. No, you really couldn't have.
I mean, if ad
Like,
people
things are
are
gonna
having
change.
problems with this, they need change. You know, and you know, change is
Yeah.
hard. All right.
Yep.
Their advertisement deals have expressed their concerns about this.
Yeah. All right.
And have tried, and YouTube has tried to make best of both worlds. Now, obviously, people are being that way right now, but I do believe in like a couple of weeks or maybe even a few days,
I feel like this
the
is gonna
number
be
of
another
people that are
YouTube
being demonetized, like the number of videos
I feel like it's gonna
that
get
it looks like right now,
because they're gonna
it's
be
gonna
they're
it's
gonna
gonna
try
go
to fix
flatline.
this. They're gonna fix this where all these videos that are getting demonetized. It's gonna be less and less. You know, Because
Right, yeah.
what they're doing right now is it's demonetizing so many videos at the same time, where I think it should just do it by little. So, you
Right.
know, people can have like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can start easing my way
Right, yeah,
into,
but
like,
now-
not doing this or doing this and doing that. Alright?
Yeah, but like people aren't gonna change. Like
Yeah, no.
YouTube knows that.
No.
But basically, what they're doing right now is explaining that in the past they demonetized this video. Like they're telling you about every single video they demonetized, and that's what's making it look like a huge thing that YouTube's trying to censor people.
Well, everything's in the mind of the beholder, and we are beholding it like it's a negative.
Alright, guys. We're gonna take a bit of a break here so we can all get drinks if we ever need to because of our voices and how long we've been talking. We will be right back.
Except for Brad.
Maybe, yeah, because Brad doesn't talk. Gamer Maniac does not talk. We will be back, and for you guys, it'll be just like nothing. Everybody to this rant. I checked on how time-wise this long, how long this video is. We've been going for about 30 minutes.
AKA an actual rant.
Yeah, pretty much a big rant, and this is actually pretty successful to me. You know?
Yay, we're leafy.
No.
No, we're not Leafy.
Not at all. We would never be as good as Leafy.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah.
So we all got drinks to refresh our throats from, talking, and we're actually gonna have our special guest here talk, in this part. So if you all have been waiting for him to talk, here you go.
Which I
Special
don't get
guest,
why you would
Gamer
be, but...
Maniac is finally gonna start talking. He said, "Yeah, it's a little hard to start talking." Like I said, just do what I've been doing. Start interrupting people. Start doing this. If you're in a rant, you gotta get people. You gotta get your voice out there. You gotta be heard. So you just gotta interrupt people, not care, and just keep going.
Can we just start already, for fuck's sake?
We already started.
We already started.
I meant you two start talking already.
Hey,
No,
why don't you start?
We're waiting for you to talk.
We're waiting for you. I said our special guest is finally gonna start talking.
I hate you.
Well, you've not even paid attention to the video
He's
that we
not even
included
paying
you in.
attention to the rant.
Anyway, for God's sake, let's just get started already.
You have to have some fun in a rant,
Yeah.
You have to, make it still interesting than just like, rants.
Oh, why me?
Do you want us to start it off? Because I have a point that is on my mind right now.
And
Okay.
say your point.
So I want to take this back to where I said that we can't even talk about current events. You can't talk about politics. You can't talk about, what's going on around you. Like, I can't even talk about what just happened in Florida and Carolina, like, hurricane. I can't even talk about a natural disaster. Like, people are bound to know what happened is happening. So why take it away from YouTube where, this place used to be a place where I could speak this stuff all the time, and this is like, this is a place I can talk. This is a place I can freely talk to people, just like say this out. So there's that thing. I really think that shouldn't be a rule, really, because, you're bound to find out. You're bound to, you are going to know this either freaking way.
Right. And it's
Pretty much.
more the ad companies that have a problem with that, but it's always that thing of do you really want to hear what actually happened? Or...
I mean, obviously, no one wants to know what's going on. No one wants to think this is real. Everyone just wants to be in this perfect world. But, this world is not
Newsflash, this is
perfect.
not a perfect world.
This world is hell.
Newsflash, everything is screwed.
This world is hell. There are people out there that are...
That are just not good people.
No, there are villainous people out there. And, you gotta think, you aren't in a safe place. You are in a very, very dangerous place.
We have senile people, we have people that are fucking psychopaths, and then we have people like Keemstar.
I mean...
I mean, Keemstar, you can't really compare him to all of that.
No, you can't compare. Like, if you were comparing Keemstar to Hitler, you're a fucking retard.
That's not fair.
No. I mean, he may destroy some people's careers,
but that's not the same thing.
Hitler.
But anyway, let's move on from this.
Let's get back on this topic, Rant.
And yeah, like I said before, the policy could use a lot of tweaking.
Yeah, a lot of tweaking.
I definitely think that current events could be something that they just give either more leeway to or just take it out of the... Like, I support this policy. Like, I don't support all of it, but I support what it's trying to do.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. Could you re-say what you were saying there?
Well, I support what the policy is trying to do. I don't support it, like, every single part of it.
Yeah, it's like if you're a Democrat, you don't support every single thing they say.
Right,
There's not one single person out there. If you're
right.
Republican, you sometimes agree with, Democrats. If you're a Democrat, you sometimes agree with a Republican. You don't always think this one-sided thing. You're going to have these two-sided things, no matter what. You're always going to have some influence.
And sometimes there are even more sides.
Yeah, and sometimes there's third parties and stuff like that. Maybe you like this that none of them do.
Maybe you like Gary Johnson.
Maybe.
But hey, like I said, the policy could use a lot of tweaking, but I do support what it's trying to do. It's trying to make a bridge between supporting their advertisers and supporting their YouTubers. It's trying to do that, and it's the first try.
This is the first attempt of many tries that they're going to have, and this is pretty clear that they're going to have many attempts at this. Because you can't just have one attempt and it fail, and then say, oh, I'm not going to try this again. You gotta, you have to, there is no success without failure. There is no success without failure.
Yeah. Basically, if everyone gave up after the first try, we'd still be living in log cabins.
If Thomas Edison gave up, yeah.
Pretty much.
If Bill Gates gave up on becoming the Microsoft engineer he is today, we wouldn't have Microsoft or pretty much anything.
I mean, he's not an engineer anymore, pretty much.
You know what I meant.
I know what you meant. I get what you meant.
If Steve Jobs gave up after he was fired by his own company, who knows? We might not have Macs. We might not have iPhones. We wouldn't have this good stuff that we have today. There is no success without failure. So you have to have failure in order to succeed. And now, I didn't come up with that. I just remember this quote that I read somewhere, and I can't remember who said this. I think it was Albert Einstein. It sounds like something he would say.
Yeah, but
probably.
Like we've said multiple times, YouTube is gonna make this policy work. Now they gotta iron out the kinks. Now that they know the public's reaction to it, they're gonna try and just make it so it's gives a little more leeway. Maybe they'll word it better. Maybe they'll take something out entirely. Maybe they'll just keep the same, but try to just give more on their remonetization policy. Maybe they will just... I don't know what they're going to do, really. I can think of some things, but they can definitely just tweak some stuff. They're not going to get rid of the policy.
Yeah, no, and
end of discussion.
They're not going to get rid of that.
But
they're not.
Because of this...
This is pretty easy to say. Yes, this definitely does need some tweaking. A lot of tweaking in order to work with them. See, what I think is... What they should do is to kind of sit down with some YouTubers, some big YouTubers that, know what they want. And sit down with the advertisement companies and see what they can do, to make this better.
Yeah. But Philip DeFranco, going back to him.
Yeah.
Philip DeFranco actually in his on his Thursday video, which was an update thing on his his Wednesday video on his YouTube is shutting down my channel and I don't know what to do. Well, it's YouTube explains, but it gets more confusing. Like, that's also, again, full respect to Philip DeFranco, but that's kind of clickbait. Like, not entirely, but it's kind of.
Yeah.
But anyway, these, like, Philip DeFranco has said, like, that he's probably, like, he can see it in a way where this policy is a positive thing. Because YouTubers, they're going to make probably the same amount of money. Like, they don't have an average salary, but, like, on, like, a compound salary, but on average, they will probably get the same amount of money. And if they remonetize some videos, which they can do now and before they couldn't, they can make more. I'm not saying there aren't going to be cases where people make less money because of this.
No, that's pretty much a given. There's going to be at least one time where people are going to be making less money than they.
Yeah, but there could also be cases where people make more money off of
this.
Yes,
true.
But yeah, the big YouTubers that have prepared for this and made it their jobs, I don't see a way where this could affect them so as they leave the company.
Yeah.
As they, like, give a vote of no confidence in the company. But, like, smaller YouTubers, that could affect.
Yep.
Like,
Us.
I still, well, maybe not even epically. Like, the smaller YouTubers that get their videos demonetized, like, half of them probably don't even do it as a full-time job. So they're not expecting to make a lot of income off it. So, like, the income they were making is probably going to stay about the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no way to know right now what's going to happen.
No way. So
I'm just kind of predicting what I think will happen.
Yeah. And that's all we can say right now. We can only predict what's going to happen. You know, until we have, like, even more stuff and, you know.
Right, yeah.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? This could be another YouTube Red situation where people said, oh, now I'm going to make less money because of this. But nothing changed. Nothing. Not
now all the YouTubers are moving over to YouTube Red. And we're going to have to pay to watch them.
And that's a lie, because hardly anyone uses YouTube Red, which is, like, I don't understand what the point is. Why I should pay to watch a video from you.
Right.
You're already getting money from the views. I don't see why I need to pay to pay these guys, you know.
I mean, that's honestly what.
I mean, I guess
they don't get money from views.
Yeah.
Like, YouTubers, I've done research into this. They don't get money from ad views. And basically that money that you pay as a subscription kind of takes place of those ads. Now, YouTube Red didn't work. They tried it didn't work.
YouTube Red is, you know, still out there. It's still, you know, those people that like it. There's those people that have those series out there. But personally, I don't want to use it. Personally, I don't like it.
Right, yeah.
Personally, I don't care for it.
Personally, in my opinion, it didn't work.
I don't care for it. In my opinion. Some people said, oh my god, this is going to make me lose so much money. And 2 weeks later, no one's talking about it. And 2 weeks later, nothing has changed about money.
And basically, this is what I'm thinking about this demonetization policy. 2 weeks later, it's gonna blow over.
I feel like it's gonna be fixed, and I feel like it's gonna be better.
YouTube is over party. That's gonna blow over.
YouTube is never over. YouTube is never gonna be over unless YouTube actually fucks up completely, or every single YouTuber quits, and I don't see that happening. Like we've already said before.
That would be basically the equivalent of everyone in a single job atmosphere just stopping.
It's like
that job.
It's like everyone at Microsoft quitting, you know?
Yeah.
Just stop.
Pretty
Essentially.
much.
Anyone at like these giant companies that you know, like Apple.
If every
or
single
Microsoft.
computer programmer in the world just stopped
and just went back into
and
college
just
and did
decided to
something different.
walk off their job,
Just decided to go do something different.
do something that they hate instead of doing something they love. And I really don't see the YouTubers
There
doing
was
something
no
like
one
that.
going to do that. Unless they are driven fully into doing that, I don't see anyone doing that.
Unless,
Right.
yeah. But Philip DeFranco, back to him. He calmly explained he had talked to the YouTube people about this, who said they wouldn't do an interview about this whole thing. Explained that YouTube explained to him what was going on, and that basically it's almost a positive thing.
Alright.
In Philip DeFranco's personal opinion.
Okay. So, shall we hear from Mr. Gamer Maniac? Would you like to add anything? Come on, you're a special guest. You gotta talk. Add some stuff to it.
I kind of agree with Firestriker on the point of that this is probably going to blow over like the whole YouTube Red situation.
Yeah.
It's probably just going to be that again, but it may last a little longer than 2 weeks, but we'll just see how this goes, because it starts to die down a little bit since people have been clearing it up.
The minimum of 2 weeks.
So,
like the smaller amount of weeks
at
it takes
least
2. At least.
it has to be at least 2 weeks.
Like, I don't see it ending like tomorrow. I don't see it ending like tomorrow.
No, I don't
like,
see it.
2 days.
I don't
3
see that
days.
happening at all.
I don't see that happening. No. It's gonna last. It's gonna last, obviously. But
I
then
just
it's
think
gonna
that once YouTube gets past its original, like, email craze, which is basically what their note is, their whole thing where basically now they're notifying you of every single video they've ever monetized on your channel. Like, over the past year.
Yeah, and like we said before, like I said before, I think they should just take in small, like, little turns and each videos. Like, they don't do it all at once.
I think also this is a good thing, though, that they're getting it all out of the way now.
Since they did it all at once, though, that just kind of just brought up, like, oh my god, what are they doing? What is going on? Holy shit.
Right.
Like, if they did it little by little, this wouldn't be as big as it is now.
Right. But both have pros and cons.
Yes, both do.
Like,
both.
The
cons,
basically,
people are losing money.
Here, take it like this. Like, going into a pool. Like, you can go down the steps.
Or you can jump right in.
Step ladder, and you can be like, okay, I'm just going to ease my way into this and just kind of brace myself.
Or you could just jump right in.
You could just jump straight in, and that's what YouTube did. They just jumped straight into it. Which I think they should have given a little warning.
Yes.
I do think that, so that there wasn't as much panic.
Yeah.
But I do think that with doing this now, in a couple of weeks, the amount of monetization will kind of, like, flatline, almost. It'll still go up, and it'll still vary.
If you remember the Ebola situation, this is going to be a good example. Ebola came up, lasted, then ended.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Out of thin air.
Praise.
Just out of thin air. Like, and you wonder what the government was hiding from you.
Okay, let's not get into that. Let's please not get into that.
They were covering up the plans for Harambe.
Let's not go all Edward Snowden in this. But yeah, it's gonna freak people out. But I don't see YouTubers leaving because of this. I don't see YouTube ending because of this. And I don't really see anyone making a lot less money because of this.
Yeah.
I just kind of see it happening, and now YouTubers know about it, so they can prepare themselves even more. And yeah, I don't see any money being lost. I don't see any future in which this ends YouTube. I just kind of see YouTube even making more money. I see them getting a little stronger because of this. I see the YouTube community maybe even getting a little stronger because of this.
You know, banding together and everything.
Yeah.
I'd like to point this out right now. I just got a text message from our special guest saying he's going to the bathroom and be back in like 5 minutes. What a great special guest. He should have went when we had the break time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
another thing that Keemstar said, like back to what you were saying about him.
Yes.
This is going to be a really long video because I just looked at my clock. But anyway,
that's a rant.
But anyway, back to what Keemstar said. He talked about this, where YouTube right now
Hang on.
Twitch.
Here we go. Start over with that because
Okay.
Skype's quality is going to shit.
Right. Yeah. Basically, Keemstar uploaded another thing where basically he said YouTube was becoming like Twitch, where all these companies are trying to copy each other, and now YouTube is like turning into Twitch, where if you fart in the wrong direction, they can ban you, and that's a serious problem on Twitch.
Obviously that's a huge over-exaggeration, but
there might be a case of that actually happening.
Knowing Twitch, it's probably a thing that probably happened. It's probably something that happened.
I don't see YouTube doing that. In fact, I think YouTube is almost kind of capitalizing on this, Twitch people getting banned because they added YouTube live streaming. Now, obviously, that's not working right now.
I mean, obviously that's say, with
not
the
great.
With the Keemstar thing, like how he's saying, so these huge companies are taking out other companies. Honestly, they're trying to take out these other companies by doing what they're doing, but they're kind of making it worse. And therefore making it worse, it makes people not want to do this, and then they don't like it, and then they go down too. So basically, they're taking out other companies while they're taking themselves down. At the same time, making it go faster and faster and faster for each company to take themselves and other people down at the same time. So who knows? I mean, if these companies just focused on themselves, who knows? Maybe you'll beat them out in the end.
Yeah, and YouTube, they added live streaming.
Yeah. I mean,
and they've added YouTube Gaming. They've added YouTube Red. They're trying to expand themselves.
Honestly, I
see that working for them.
Yeah, in my
not
opinion,
YouTube Red, because obviously that was a bust.
My opinion, I don't like the streaming, but when those certain people that can't stream on Twitch, and I want to watch them, I'll watch it on YouTube. I don't care. I'll watch it here. I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's the same thing to me, but I just prefer Twitch over YouTube for this stuff.
I do prefer Twitch over YouTube, right? Because Twitch is mainly streaming, and YouTube has just started using streaming.
Yeah,
very much.
And so YouTube, they have time to iron out the kinks, in their streaming thing and in their demonetizing thing. But I definitely see YouTube, because of this whole demonetizing thing, I see just them with a better relation with their ad companies, and now that they're telling their YouTubers that they're missing this money, I think the ones that didn't jump into an immediate panic are probably saying, thanks for the heads up. Because YouTube didn't do this to scare people.
No,
they didn't do this.
YouTube is trying to help themselves and their content creators.
Yeah.
But what it came off as is, oh my god, they're screwing us over.
They're trying to censor.
They're trying to make this
when
PG.
I originally heard about this, I'm thinking, oh my god, that's censored. I did more research into it. I'm like, it is almost the exact opposite.
Yep. Alright.
They're trying to help, so you can make other arrangements.
Yep.
You can help yourself before you realize, and just kind of prepare to lose some revenue. You can prepare yourself now.
Alright, guys, I think we hit most of the topics and basically everything on point today for today's rant. And if you guys like this...
Actually, can I say one last thing?
Yeah, alright. Let's see what he has to say.
Basically to people that have made videos about this, like, saying that this is the end, like, YouTube is making a mistake.
And there's a lot of people saying this.
There are a lot of people doing that.
There are a lot of people making these videos.
And some that haven't even been affected by this.
Yeah, exactly.
Smaller
Some people
YouTubers,
just
like
haven't, you know.
like us.
Yeah, like
talking
all
about
of us,
now.
like all of us combined. Brad, how many subscribers do you have? We're probably not. We're probably put in the 80s. 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. And small YouTubers that haven't been affected by this. They're making videos. And honestly, probably one of like the most structured videos I've seen have been ones just that have actually done research and have actually realized what's happening, but don't like what's happening. And I get that. Like, I've watched some people like Philip DeFranco like say, hey, like, could YouTube just kind of explain more or maybe make it a little better? And I've seen other people that have structured it like I told you earlier. I was watching Ender Charizard's video, and he was talking about he was worried about people getting screwed over because of this, people losing their money, and just kind of ending it because of this whole demonetization. Like, those structured videos, like, honestly, those are the ones that people need to see, rather than the ones that are saying people are banned. People are getting screwed completely over because of this.
The only people getting screwed over by YouTube is the people that are being falsely banned by internet trolls. Those are the only people being screwed over.
Yeah.
Yep.
And YouTube doesn't really know about that anyway.
And that's what they need to fix as well. But that's a whole completely different topic, and for a whole different episode of a rant. So, I mean, I think, David, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So, guys, if you liked this rant, leave a like down below. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below your points on this. You know, that would be pretty fun to read and see your points on this. You know, if you have anything that we didn't talk about, or you know, there's something that you thought we said wrong.
But just be prepared for me and Chad to fully respond back.
Yes, no, we will be fully responding back. So, you know, this first episode of possibly a new series on my channel, this rants video. I'd like to thank Mr. Gamer Maniac for joining us as our special guest. Who knows? Maybe he'll even be back for another different rant video. We don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not, since he really doesn't talk. But, you know, can't really do much. So, I will see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.